तेरे कवन कवन गुण कहे कहे गावा, तू साहिब गुणी निधाना। तुमरी महिमा बारन न साको, तू ठाकुर ऊच भगवाना। सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु साहिब जी। वैसाख धीरन क्यों वाडिया, जिन्ना प्रेम बिछो। हर साजन पुरख विसार का, लगी माया तो। वैसाख धीरन क्यों वाडिया। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। गुरु रूप गुरु खालसा साध संगत जी, we are blessed and fortunate once again to be gathered at the start of a new month, listening to the bani of Barah Maha, the immortal words of Dhan Satguru Sahib Shri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. In this second month of the Desi calendar of Vaisakh, it is not only an auspicious occasion that we are starting a new month, and therefore we have a new teaching or a new upadesh that we are going to try to follow. But during this time, the whole Khalsa Panth is coming together to remember the greatness of Dhan Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj and how they established the Khalsa Panth on this day and at this time, when the whole Panth was in turmoil during the Shahidi of Dhan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj. And not one Gursikh came forward in the crowds of hundreds that were present in Delhi when Dhan Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj found out that no one was prepared to stand tall and no one was recognizable. Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji decided to create such a panth, such a nation, such a community that they would never be able to blend into the crowd ever again, giving us the identity of the Khalsa, giving us the identity of Gursikhs, the ones who will always be recognizable from afar because of their Sikhi Suroop. It is said by great scholars that a Gurmukh is someone who from their mouth, from their mukh, speaks the word of the Guru. A Gurmukh is also someone who has their mukh towards the Guru. And thirdly, a Gurmukh is someone who their mukh, when you see their face, it reminds you of the Guru. And Dhan Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj gave the Khalsa Panth the opportunity to become Gurmukhs in all three ways, because they told the Khalsa Panth that on your tongue, upon your lips, you should always recite the bani of the Gurus. The Panch Bani and Nityaname that we recite on a daily basis, that are recited when creating and preparing Amrit. Constantly Gursikhs are reciting Nityaname or extra additional Baniya so that their mouths and their tongues can become pure in the way that the Guru intended. Those Gurmukhs, by reciting Gurbani, by following the Raat that Dhan Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji had bestowed upon us in 1699, they become Gurmukhs because they face the Guru. In every action that they do, in every step that they take, they are always and constantly taking steps towards Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji, towards Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, and towards the Khalsa Panth. They are Gurmukhs in that sense. And finally, when receiving Amrit, when adorning the Panj Kakar, when dressing in Guru Sahib's Bana, when keeping that Sikhi Suroop, when a person outside of the Khalsa or within the Khalsa Panth looks and sees another Gursikh, they realize and recognize that this person is a Gurmukh because within them I see my Guru. We are fortunate to come from such a lineage where Dhan Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj were prepared to sacrifice their 4 sons in order to keep us alive and in order for us to flourish as a nation. In this month of Vaisakh, Dhan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is going to give us further upadesh, further teachings, so that we can walk upon this path of Gursikhi and we can shorten that distance between us and them, and we can eradicate ourselves from the 8.4 million life cycles. So I ask the Sadh Sangat once again to place your hand upon my head and allow us to very briefly go into the meanings and the translations of this Pavitra Bani of Barah Maha. Satnam Sri Vaheguru Sahib Ji, Vaisakh Tiran Kyo Vadiya, Jinna Prem Bicho. Dhan Satguru Sahib Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj continues this Pavitra Bani of Barah Maha in the third Pauri and the second month of the Desi calendar. Vaisakh, Dhan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji says that in this month of Vaisakh, Vaisakh Tiran Kyo Vadiya, Jinna Prem Bichoho. How can a bride be patient when she knows that she has become separated from her husband? And in the same way, Dhan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is talking about us and our relationship with Akal Purkh Vaheguru Sahib Ji. That we are the bride. We are the ones who are spiritually married to our husband, Lord Akal Purkh Vaheguru Sahib Ji. So how are we expected to become patient when we have separated ourselves from Akal Purkh Vaheguru Sahib Ji? And how is it that we have separated ourselves? Because we have become engrossed in Maya. We have become engrossed in these worldly pleasures. We have stopped reciting Gurbani. We have stopped reciting the name of Akal Purkh Vaheguru Sahib Ji. And therefore we have put this gap, we have put this distance between us and Akal Purkh Vaheguru Sahib Ji. Har sajan purkh visar ka lagi maya to. Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj is further reiterating this point. We have forgotten Akal Purkh Vaheguru Sahib Ji, and we have instead become attached to this Maya, to this deception and to this illusion of this world. On a daily basis, we can see from our own lives how often we spend time thinking about Guru Sahib, how often we spend time in Sangat, how often we spend time reciting Gurbani, and how often and how much time we spend in places or with people or doing things that take us away from Guru Sahib. We can all count that there are multiple times that we'll be engrossed in our phones, we'll be scrolling through our phones, or we'll be spending moments and times where we are sitting watching TV or watching our series on streaming channels, whatever they may be. And the moment somebody says, shall we recite some Bani, we become tired in the mind and tired in the body, because we have distanced ourselves. Putra kalatra na sangatana, hare avanasi oho. Satguru Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj further goes on to explain that none of the people that we surround ourselves with, whether they are our family members, whether they are our friends, or none of the possessions that we surround ourselves, whether it's our houses, our cars, our wealth, our money, none of these things are permanent. They're all temporary, and they will never go along with us when we eventually die. When we eventually leave this world, none of those things that we believe to be our own will ever be there to support us. The only one that is always going to be there, ever present, inconquerable, and the one who is eternal is Akal Purkh Vaheguru Sahib Ji. He is the one that can never be destroyed. Har avanasi oho. Akal Purkh Vaheguru Sahib Ji is Avanasi, the one who can never be destroyed. And he is the one who is always going to be there. So why is it that we spend time trying to impress the people around us? Why is it that we spend time trying to amass false wealth? Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj is saying that in this month of Vaisakh, focus on the righteous path. Focus on the path of Dharam. Focus on the path that Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj created, and that is the way that we will live forever. And that's not to say that every single person that we have in our lives, our parents, our siblings, our offspring, our children, our friends and family, that we should completely disregard them and discard them and not have any respect for them. That's not what Guru Sahib Ji is saying. Guru Sahib Ji is saying that yes, you can have those people in your lives. However, do not rely upon them and do not put them before Guru Sahib. Guru Sahib Ji should always come first, but we should always see the light of Guru Sahib Ji in every single person. So therefore we should respect, we should serve, and we should love each other as though we are loving and serving Akal Purkh Waheguru Sahib Ji. Palache palache sagli mui, jhootha tanda moh. Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj goes further and says that we are constantly embroiled and entangled in this false love, where we think that everything that we are working for and working towards is what is going to bring us the happiness and the status that we desire in this world. But Guru Sahib Ji says that this whole world is falling to pieces around us, and we can see that. We can see on a daily basis that in the world there is always something going wrong. There is always a problem, there is always a conflict, there is always some kind of natural disaster. Something somewhere is going on in the world that shows that this whole world is being destroyed as we go through each day. And Guru Sahib Ji is trying to convince us to spend our time wisely. Our life is also finite. It will not last forever. So whilst we have the opportunity, recite Gurbani as often as possible, do seva as often as possible, and live in the path of Gursikhi. Ekas har ke naam bin agga laye khohe. Without that naam of Akal Purkh Waheguru Sahib Ji, that one true name of Akal Purkh Waheguru Sahib Ji, everything in this world and everything in this life that we have will be completely destroyed. Because it's only the naam of Akal Purkh Waheguru Sahib Ji that will allow us to continuously live forever. The life that we have on this earth is temporary. But when we present ourselves in front of the Panj Pyare and we are blessed with that name of Akal Purkh Waheguru Sahib Ji, and we are blessed with Amrit, that is when we know that we will live forever. Not in the physical sense, but the soul will be rejuvenated, the soul will become immortal. And that is what the soul is yearning for. So give the soul what it wants. And if we have already been blessed with Amrit, then continuously cultivate that Amrit, continuously churn that Amrit through Gurbani, through Seva, through Sadh Sangat. Deyo visar ve guchana, prabha bin avarna koe. When we forget Akal Purkh Waheguru Sahib Ji, that merciful Akal Purkh Waheguru Sahib Ji, the one who is so compassionate, the one who showed that the first part that a Khalsa needs is Daya. Without Daya, you cannot have Dharam. Without that compassion, without that mercy, we cannot have righteousness. Without Dharam, without something to stand for, we will not have the himmat. We will not have the strength and the courage. Without having strength and courage, we can't have mokam. We can't have that ability to stand ready, to be ever ready, to be steadfast. And if we don't have daya, dharam, himmat, and mohkam, then we cannot have Sahib, the Master. We cannot have an opportunity to sit with the Master and know will we have the opportunity to become one with the Master. We have to have daya first, and that daya comes from Akal Purkh Waheguru Sahib Ji. Dayo vishar vikuchana. If we forget that one who gives us the daya, we are never going to have that daya inside of us, which means that we are going to be completely ruined and destroyed ourselves. Prabha bin avarna koi. And without Akal Purkh Waheguru Sahib Ji, there is nobody else. There is no one else. There is nothing else. Because Akal Purkh Waheguru Sahib Ji is the one who creates everything. He is the one who preserves everything, and he's the one who then delivers us back to himself as well. Everything that we have is attributed to that one Akal Purkh Waheguru Sahib Ji. Pritam charani jo lage tinki nirmal soe. And Akal Purkh Waheguru Sahib Ji is that one who is completely pure, that one who is completely nirmal, and that charan is so beloved. Pritam charani jo lage, that one who is attached to the beloved charan of Akal Purkh Waheguru Sahib Ji, they themselves become pure. And when we think about this month, the month of Vaisakh, and we think about what Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji created, this Nirmal Panth, this unique Panth, this Niara Panth. How do we become established within this Khalsa Panth? Is by attaching ourselves to the feet of Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji, to the feet of Guru Granth Sahib Ji, by placing our head at the feet of Guru Granth Sahib Ji and saying, Maharaj, this is not mine, this head, it belongs to you. I sacrifice my mind, I sacrifice my body, and I shall do everything that I can with your grace and with your kirpa to live in accordance to your will, in accordance to your hukam. And if I am able to, please Guru Sahib Ji, take my head and make me yours. And if we do that, if we place our head at the Pritam Charan of Akal Purkh Vaheguru Sahib Ji, Tan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, then we will become nirmal as well. Nanak ki prabh benati, prabh milho parapat hoy. And Tan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, in the form of Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji, does a benti to Akal Purkh Vaheguru Sahib Ji on our behalf, and we do the same benti as well. That Guru Sahib Ji, Akal Purkh Vaheguru Sahib Ji, Nanak ki prabh benati, prabh milho parapat hoy. Please make me one with yourself. Please unite me with yourself, Akal Purkh Vaheguru Sahib Ji. Please do not make me join any other path, any other panth. Please make me join your path. Please unite me with yourself. O Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj, you have sacrificed your 4 sons. Now adopt me, make me your own. Vaisakh suhava ta laga, ja sant peta har soe. Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj concludes this 3rd pauri of Barah Maha, the 2nd month of the Desi calendar of Vaisakh, by saying that in this month of Vaisakh, it only then becomes beautiful, it only then becomes graceful, it only then becomes so sweet and so pleasant when Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji himself comes to this earth in the form of Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji and creates such a panth, creates such a way of life that means that we have the opportunity now to become directly joined with Akal Purkh Vaheguru Sahib Ji, because we know that without Amrit, we will never be able to call ourselves the Sikhs of Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj. Without Amrit, we will never have that mukti. Without Amrit, we will never be able to be joined with Akal Purkh Vaheguru Sahib Ji, because we will not have a Guru. So it's imperative, it's so important that in this month of Vaisakh, we recognize the greatness of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, that we recognize the truth contained within Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, and we recognize that Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji created a panth in this month, on this day, so that we can now not be homeless, so that we can now no longer be orphans, but now we can call ourselves the sons and daughters of the King of Kings. By attempting to translate this Pavitra Bani, I will have made many mistakes. I ask the Sad Sangat for forgiveness, and I hope that together we can walk this path of Gursikhi and become one with the Akal Purkh Vaheguru Sahib Ji. Nanak ki prabh benati, prabh milho parapat hoye. Vaisakh suhava ta laga, ja sant peta har soe. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.